Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy, Kingdom Soldier, and I'm back again with another commentary. I was there. I was there in what probably was the last match, the last map, the last event that Karma, Crim, Scump, and Formal played together on Optic Gaming. I was there to watch their faces as the match ended. I was there to witness the look, not just on the other pro players' faces, but on the fans' faces that were surrounding the match that was on one of the side stations that wasn't even going to be on stream and wasn't going to be casted. Shout out to Dirk and Miles for casting off of their cell phones. I started to periscope the match, and then I got up to a couple thousand people, and then they said they were going to put it on Bravo, so I turned my periscope off. So much to say. The first thing I want to say to all of the Greenwall fans, all of the Optic fans out there, this doesn't have to be bad news. A roster change for Optic Gaming does not have to be bad news. I don't know if a team has stuck together this long in the history of competitive Call of Duty, but this Dynasty, they shouldn't be remembered for this. I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to be remembered for any of their losses. These four players are going to be remembered for every victory, for all the wins, for finally winning champs, for through adversity sticking together and winning that COD champs last year, and at least trying to stay together for this game. Now, do I believe they're going to make a roster change? 100%. It's not even a belief. At this point, it's almost a certifiable fact. Is it a little sad? Yes. When LG was up 3-1 on Optic Gaming in the last map, I actually got sad. I got a little emo. I got a little emotional because I too have been watching this team play together for years. And I kind of even became a fan of theirs. But even, like, you know, I hooked up with Chance and we were talking, and Chance was asking me, well, who do you think's going to take it? And he's like, oh, yeah, you're an Optic fan. And I was like, I mean, Optic isn't winning this event. You know, like, it was kind of obvious if you were there. But I wouldn't have said that Optic was winning the event. And then once I knew they were running into LG, I couldn't leave. I was going to leave the venue. You know, I had tweeted at Hitch and said, hey, bro, I got a headache. Sorry, I'm going to leave. I'll see you tomorrow. And when I saw that if LG won, that they were going to play against Optic and that the loser of that was going to go home, I couldn't miss out on potentially the last match of this roster's time together. Now, let's have some fun, right? Let's have some fun. This is going to be one of the most epic roster manias. It could be one of the most epic roster manias that we've ever seen, because Optic hasn't changed rosters in a long time. And you remember what I used to say when the term roster mania was coined, which, by the way, it's so awesome to see it everywhere in every esport. I used to say that roster mania, you can't call it roster mania unless a blue team or a green team makes a change. Now there's way too many teams that are blue. But what I meant back then was if Envy or Optic makes a change, that's when you have roster mania. And it definitely was roster mania before this event. If I was honest with you guys, I thought that Optic Gaming was going to make a change coming into CWL Seattle. But I think after they almost won the last event, maybe they got together and said, look, guys, let's just go out with a W. Like, we tried to go out with a W, and we somehow, FaZe came back on us. Let's just go out with a W. Let's go to Seattle. We're playing the best in the game right now. Let's play the exact same way, and we're going to be fine. And that just didn't happen. And not only are they not fine, they had what I believe is the worst placing that they've ever had as a team together. Those of you that are saying you think they're going to stick together, this Optic team is not going to break up, what you're feeling is called hope. That's all that is. It's hope. But if you really look at things and who these players are and the lack of success that they've had, there is nothing short of first place in championships. Clayster said in a video today on stream that if E United placed top 4, they would feel like they were successful with this new roster. Optic would never say that. There is nothing outside of winning that is successful for the Optic Gaming roster, and they just had a top 16 finish. They're gone on Saturday. They're not even going to get to play tomorrow. And are they going to talk to each other? Are they... I hope that these 4 guys can leave things in a place where they just recognize, like, we were a great dynasty. Like, we were a... You know, you look at Karma and Crim. These dudes have been part of multiple dynasties in competitive Call of Duty. And I think they should all walk away from this dynasty just with that in mind. We won a lot of matches together. We won a Call of Duty championships together. GG's, you know, fist bumps all around. And now we're going to be playing against each other. Now, to the fun that I talked about. Now, you guys get in the comments and go crazy. Who's leaving Optic Gaming? And who's coming to Optic Gaming? Now, before this event, as I was on my way there, I was speculating, because I was watching the matches, I was speculating who is going to go to Optic. And I thought that Octane and John were coming to Optic Gaming. I just, for some reason, I looked at those 2 players. LG is kind of that, well, they were. I don't know what they're doing right now. Hopefully they're going to come out of losers. But LG has always been that dominant team, very professional, positive attitudes, all that kind of stuff. Very similar team to Optic Gaming. It was like those 2 teams, no matter how they place, you always would put them in the top 4 of any event. You'd be like, oh yeah, Optic and LG. You can't ever count them out. And I still believe that no matter what, I don't think there is a way that Octane doesn't end up on Optic Gaming. I don't see it. I think Sam fits the culture of Optic Gaming. I think he fits the brand identity of Optic Gaming. And he's great. He's freaking phenomenal. And yes, that means that Formal would no longer be on Optic Gaming. But I don't think, and let me make this clear, I don't think Formal would be moved. I think Formal will be moving because he wants to as well. And what I don't think is going to happen is I don't think that it's going to be a trade. I don't think Formal is going to go to LG. Scenarios, I mean, what if Formal goes to FaZe? And you see Formal, Zuma, Priesta, and Attach. Or, I mean, there's a... Formal can go wherever he wants. I think the one player that would stay on Optic because he just doesn't really have the type of ego that's like, I want to play on a better team, is Damon. I don't know why I think that, but watching Damon play over the years, watching his streams, you know, watching and observing his family even, I think Damon just wants to play competitive Call of Duty at the highest level, and that's it. You know, I think he would stay on this team. I think that the beef and the the headbutting that there is on Optic, which is no longer a mystery that these guys, I mean, let's still call it a rumor, but that these guys haven't enjoyed playing together for over a year, for almost a year and a half. But they just kept winning, so who cares? You know, like if you're winning and you win champs, like why would you break up? But it's gotten to a point where they can't win together. And let me take away the word can't. I think maybe they don't want to anymore. I don't know. But I think Karma would stay on Optic Gaming, but I don't think he will. I think Karma will be traded for the likes of John, or maybe for someone like Kenny. Somebody tweeted, I don't remember who it was, they said, I think it was Burns, he said, protect your rosters. No roster is safe when Optic Gaming is looking for one or two. If I could predict, I would say that Seth and Crim are not leaving Optic Gaming. I think Seth is on Optic Gaming until he retires. He's there as long as he wants to be. And Crim is Crim 6. Who in the world would want to trade that guy? I will say that even in that last match, Crim was calling out at the top of his lungs the whole time. He was giving direction. He was telling the team, like, all right, look, I need you guys to play like this, and this is how we need to play this map. Like, Crim was on point. In my opinion, Crim was on point the entire match against LG. And there's a reason why, if you go watch my Periscope called, I did a couple of them. I was showing reactions to each map, and I did a Periscope on the CTF, and it said something like, this Optic Gaming roster's last map together with a question mark. Because at the end of the day, they could stick together. I just don't see it happening. Nobody does. I was at the venue for 7 hours, and there's not a single caster or analyst or pro player or anybody that I talked to, and even the conversations that I overheard, nobody thinks this team is staying as this 4. But, you know, I think that Crim and Scump are going to stay, and I think Karma will be traded, and he'll land on a good team, in my opinion. He's Karma 3 rings, you know. It would be ridiculous for anybody not to pick this dude up. He's proven that he knows how to win. It's the same reason why JCap is still playing competitive Call of Duty at a high level. He's proven that he knows how to win when it counts, when it matters. When it comes time for champs or playoffs, JCap knows what to do. And I think you're going to see, I think this roster mania is going to stem around Formal. I think Formal leaving Optic Gaming and Octane coming to Optic Gaming is going to create an explosion, because whoever replaces Karma, if Karma is replaced, it's going to shake things up. Because if it's Kenny or someone, does Kenny say no to Optic Gaming? No. Of course he says yes to Optic. And so if Kenny goes to Optic, even though, didn't Kenny get a TK tattoo? He might have to put like a OG over that or something, or get one next to it. But if Kenny goes to Optic Gaming, then now you have a spot on TK. And then whoever, it's just going to be this domino effect of crazy roster mania. Or it could be simple. It could be like Formal goes to FaZe, Octane goes to Optic, and I don't know who goes to LG. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm clueless. Rise, I don't know what they're going to do. They're still in the tournament in the losers bracket. I don't know if they're going to stick together, if they really think this team can win champs. But they want to win champs. That's why they got Slasher, was to win champs. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen there. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think is going to happen with Optic Gaming? Do you think they're going to stick together, and why, if you think that's it? I will say that I had a lot of fun at the event. I saw a lot of people. I went to the event as a fan. If you look on my Twitter, I took pictures with Jack from Jack in the Box and the Team Envious team, and I talked to Chance for a while. Got a picture with him. Got a picture with Enable, Hitch. I don't remember who else, but I posted pictures of everybody. Todd, shout out TG Photo. And I'll do another video tomorrow. I am going to go for a little bit tomorrow and catch a little bit of the event. But this is a very sad day. But only because it's the end of a dynasty. It's a dynasty that has come to a close. And it sucks to see these guys going out like that, to be honest. It was kind of painful to watch. You know, being 3-0'd, and they were kind of stomped on each map. I think the Search and Destroy was a 6-0 or 6-1. The CTF was 4-1, and I don't remember the hardpoint score. It was like 250 to 180 or 190 or something like that. But it's unfortunate. But all of these guys are still winners. No matter how they go out, these are still 4 of the best competitive Call of Duty players that we've ever seen, and at present they still are that good. They just can't play together anymore. So this is your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.